Hello guys, how you doing? It's of course Metaphysical Mason, and I hope I find you well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. So listen, a lot of people keep on asking me, and they come to me and they say, listen, you always bang on about metaphysics, and we none the wiser. What are you talking about? What the heck is metaphysics? Is it some kind of like a witchcraft? Is it some kind of a divination arts? Is it some kind of like a dark arts? What is metaphysics? And every time when I try to explain to people that I am into metaphysics, my name is Metaphysical Mason, people are none the wiser. So I just thought I'd make a quick little video and a quick description of my definition of my own metaphysics that I preach, that I teach. Metaphysics, right, is actually spiritual science. That's what it is. If somebody asks you, or if anybody asks me, what is metaphysics? It is spiritual science. Metaphysics is a composition of two words, meta and physics, and the etymological origin of the word is going to be found in Greece with the philosopher Aristotle, right? Because he wrote a certain book about physics, and there's other compilation of books that came after him, after those books of physics, and they were called after the books that are dealt with the physics, and they were called meta, because meta means after in Greek, and physics obviously material or physical. So after the physical. So academically, metaphysics it is actually a branch of philosophy that deals at the nature of being, the reality of things, what is the proper composition or description of thing. What you are looking at, is it really what it is, or there's something beyond that? And what is it that is beyond that, that make a composition of that which is? So you're looking at the nature of being and the reality of thing. So that's, academically speaking, that is what metaphysics is. But as far as Metaphysical Mason is concerned, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as everybody should be concerned, metaphysics is all about spiritual science. See, we live in a world where everything is measured, everything can be seen. Anything that can't be seen in our modern day and of age, we tend to brush that as non-existent, rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Unless if something can be seen, unless if it can be measured, we can measure its length, its width, its height. If it can't be measured, if it can't be seen, it's non-existent. See, this is what modern day science does. But metaphysics is an ancient wisdom, an ancient knowledge that predates modern day science. We're going back all the way to Kemet, aka Egypt. We're talking about African knowledge. We're talking about the yogic masters in Asia. We're talking about the Babylonian. We're talking about the Atlantean. It goes way, way back. And understand that reality, what you see in the physical form, is nothing else but a shadow of the true nature of being, or true nature of the thing, which is the which is the invisible. See, in Egypt there is a certain subject which was called Hermetism, and in Hermetism, which goes all the way back, like I say, to Kemet, thousands and thousands of years ago, they understood, and the god of knowledge, who was called Thoth, taught us through the Hermes Trismegistus, taught us that everything is mind. The whole universe is governed by principles, and everything that you see is the mind. everything, the universe. You're looking at the planets, the galaxies, all the luminaries, all the planets, the minerals, the plants, the animals, us human beings. Everything is mind. But what you see as a physical form is just a shadow of the mind. Everything is emanating from the one thing, which is the mind. And even today, if you go to Australia and have a chat with a conversation with the Aborigines, they will tell you, the people that are called the Aborigines, even though that's not their name, but they call them the Aborigines, they will tell you that we live in a dream world. The world that you dream, that we live, is just a dream world. And if you go to the Eastern mystics, if you go and speak with the yoga masters in India, in Asia, they will tell you everything is a Maya, everything is an illusion. And like I said, if you go back to Kemet thousands years ago, they will tell you everything is mind. That is the first principle. Everything is mind. So metaphysics, we understand that it is the invisible that creates the visible. So, like for example, you see my body here that you are looking at, the jacket I'm wearing, the microphone I'm using, the headphones I'm using. All of these things, they emanate from the invisible. The physical self that you can see, that's not a reality. Because if we're gonna break down everything into its quantum level, you're gonna see that everything is made up of what? Quantum particles. We live in a quantum world, a quantum soup, where there's always quantum entanglements. So everything broken down on its minute level is all energy, infinite energy. And what you are and what I am is infinite conscious energy. But this infinite conscious energy is brought up by the mind. It is a thinking energy. It is a thinking mind, or a mindful energy. So everything that you can see is all mind. So when we are talking about metaphysics, we understand that whatever that you want to create, whatever that you want to have, whatever that you want to manifest or attract into your own individual reality, it has to start off from the mind. You imagine something, because thoughts are energy forms. When you are thinking, the very act of thinking, whatever that you thought, you've just created something. Because every thought is an energy, is a quantum wave. We live in an electromagnetic wave universe where there's always electromagnetic waves that are entangling with each other. So the thoughts that are created in your mind, in your head, these are energy forms. So before everything manifests itself in a physical form, it starts off from the non-physical form, which is a quantum wave, which is thoughts. So we live in a universe which is created by the mind. So my definition anyway, in my world of metaphysics, so when people ask me, metaphysical medicine, what are you talking about metaphysics? I just want you to understand this is not pseudoscience. It's not some modern science or modern belief or anything like that. It is ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge that predates, that goes all the way back to the Atlantean age, all the way back to the Egyptians, all the way back to the Sumerians. This is lost knowledge that we have forgotten, that whatever you want, it can be created by the mind. And the physical reality is not a real reality. This is just a shadow reality. So I think, in my opinion, especially right now when there's a lot of people who are stressed, distressed and everything, metaphysics is actually more important than it could ever be, ever. Because you have to understand everything that happens in the physical world, whether what the government legislations are saying, or all the things, all the rules, laws that are coming into fruition, and they are being put into laws by different governments and everything. That's got nothing to do with you, because you're a spiritual being. See, once you understand that you are a spiritual being, you're not your body. Like, you can see my body here. You can see the jacket I'm wearing. You can see everything. The microphone I'm using. You can see the bones, my eyes, my ears, and everything. But that's not me. That is the body that I need to experience this third dimensional reality, which is the physical dimension. Because without this body, I can't experience everything that this reality, physical reality, has got to offer. So I needed this body. So by understanding that, yes, I need the body, but I'm not the body. I am the spirit, I am the mind behind the body. So I am an infinite conscious energy. I'm just a spirit that was, that is, that will ever be. But that's behind that spirit is the mind. The mind of what? The mind of the one. The I am. There is no difference. There is no separation between you and me. There is no separation between me and the mineral kingdom, the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, and everything else. The luminaries, the galaxies, the planets. Everything is all one. But they are all expressions of the one. Because it is the frequency, vibrational frequency, that differentiates my reality or my manifestation and any other manifestation. What level or what frequency of vibration is it? That's all it is. But it is all the mind of the one. We live in the mind of the one. So how and why is that important to you and me? Why are we even talking about this metaphysics? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's extremely important, because this means that you can create your own reality. That means there is no limitations to what you can do. This means there is no impossibilities in what you can do, have, or you can achieve, because everything is the mind. Even if you look in the Bible, the first chapters of the Bible, it says, God said, let there be light. God said, let there be this and that. Because by thinking something into fruition, you're using your imagination. And imagination is your mind. So this is mental alchemy. This is mental science we're talking about. That's the metaphysics there in a nutshell. Mental alchemy, mental science. Using your imagination, using your mind to think, to bring things into fruition. Whatever you think, as long as you believe it, it will come into fruition. So this is the reality of the being. This is the reality of the thing. The physical is just a manifestation of that which was planted in the mind or in the imagination. God said, let there be light, or let there be sun, let there be the earth and everything. All these things, these were seeds that were planted in the mind, in the imagination. And you are a creation of the same thing that created everything. And what does that tell you? That means God understood metaphysics, because you're a metaphysical child. You can't create anything that you want through mental alchemy, through believing, thinking something into fruition, thinking something into existence. So this is why, ladies and gentlemen, metaphysics is very important. This is why I try to come and introduce to you ancient knowledge, ancestral knowledge that has been lost for aeons and aeons. But we need to bring it back. We need to bring it back so that everybody, we can reclaim our divinity, reclaim our power, reclaim our destiny, because everything is in your hands. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to achieve, it's all in your hands. But we have forgotten. This is a lost ancient knowledge and wisdom that all goes way back to the Kemet, Sumerians, to to the yoga masters, to the Atlanteans. We used to know this. Our ancestors used to know this, but this is long forgotten knowledge. So metaphysics is very important. That's why I bring metaphysical knowledge here. That's why I am a metaphysical Mason. So I just thought I'll come here and give you a little bit of explanation of what metaphysics is all about. Because a lot of people, they get confused. When I'm telling them I am into metaphysics and I teach metaphysics, and they think it's all kind of like new age pseudoscience, yabba 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 yabba, but this is ancient knowledge that has been lost, and I'm bringing back to you. I'm trying to make you reclaim your glory. You're a divine being. You are an infinite conscious energy. You're not your body. You're not your flesh and bones. No, you're a spirit. You're infinite conscious energy. But what is behind that energy? It is the mind, and that's what you are. So this is, especially in this day and age where everybody's getting stressed, everybody's getting distressed with everything that is happening, metaphysics is actually more important than never before. So if you got any questions, if you are not too sure of anything, inbox me or let me know, then I can make a video trying to explain where you are getting confusion here, and where you need answers from. Okay, so that's what I do. I try to teach you the law of attraction, the law of manifestation. I try to teach you all these things. It can happen to you. Why? Because you have it. You got the power. You are the I am. You are the I am. You are the product of the I am. You are the product of the mind. Everything is mind. And you are the mind. So anything that you want is just next to your reach. All you have to do is use think and believe. It is the thoughts, which is imagination, and believe what you are believing. Because the reason why God created what God created is because God believed in what God first thought of. So essentially, something can happen to you. Whatever you think of, whatever you believe of, and as long as you got total belief in what you are thinking and believing, it will come into fruition. So that you can get rid of distress, you can get rid of stress, get rid of depression, get rid of anxiety. Everything, all the bombardment, all the bad negative news they bombard you with on the news, on TV and radio, on social media and everything, you can negate that. You can close, you can create boundaries to that and be totally oblivious to that by understanding and realizing who you really are, a spiritual being. The mind, there is no separation between you and everything else. You are so connected with the money. You are connected with success, connected with the happiness, connected with me, connected with the whole environment. But by understanding that, you understand that everything is just next to you. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to toil the land. You don't have to be somebody's slave. You are the master of your own destiny. But this is all going to come through understanding. So this is why I bring metaphysics to you. I'm trying to remind you of your own divinity, the power that you have. And everything is all inherent within you. The kingdom of God is within you because you are a product of God. So the kingdom is within you. And nothing is beyond you. Okay? You can never be affected by the outside world. Like I said, if you go to talk to the Aborigines, they'll tell you that we live in a dream world. And if you are dreaming, all you have to do is switch. Switch from that state of consciousness or that dream that you're not happy with to the dream that you want. That's exactly what we do at metaphysics. It's a mental alchemy. You can turn and transform lead to gold. You can resurrect the Christ within you. That's what metaphysics is all about, ladies and gentlemen. It's got nothing to do with witchcraft. It's got nothing to do with, dark definitions. No. It's got nothing to do with symbols and spells or anything. No. It's all about reclaiming your glory and understanding who you are. We have developed some kind of amnesia. We've totally forgotten our divine self. So, Metaphysical Mason, in this page, I'm trying to remind you and take you back to your former glory. So this is Metaphysical Mason. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And if you've got any questions, like I said, drop me a message and I'll do the best I can to attend to your query. All right, look after yourself, be happy. All right, next time. Bye-bye.